Our Gen Con coverage is brought to you by Hit Point Press. From animated spell and tarot cards to their breathtaking Humblewood campaign setting and adventure to the award-winning series The Big Bads, Hit Point Press is your one-stop shop for amazing 5e content. Check out our links below for all the gaming goodness. We are at the final day of Gen Con 2023 with our good buddy Brian.
Hey there, Theo.
How's everything going with your con so far?
So far, so great.
It looks like you're having a really busy last day. We were standing here while watching you check out people coming in by the Fablewood. When you combine Fable Makers and Humblewood, you get Fablewood. But the Fable, there you go. But the Fable Makers animated tarot deck is available for the first time here in person, correct?
It's our first time carrying it at Gen Con,
At Gen Con. And people seem to be very excited. People come up and buy the box sets. How's that been selling for y'all?
It's been selling really well.
It is one of my favorite things y'all have done. It's a beautiful deck, and it's just so much, because those cards have so much inherent meaning that they've developed over the years, it really lends themselves to fun storytelling at the table, I think.
Oh, yeah, and we were very lucky. Misty Bourne, who wrote the book, was actually here at the show and hung out with us at the booth for a little while, and she was saying that one of the cool parts is they work to make the animation actually enhance the story part of the cards.
Yeah.
So if you know the meaning behind the cards, the animation actually advances that and is a part of the story that you can tell.
It is such a fun product, and I'm glad to see that people responding really well to it. You also have Humblewood Tales. For the first time I've seen the book. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, so this is the first time I got to see the book too. So this is an early production copy, but we want to be able to show it out to backers and people that are excited, because we know, Humblewood is kind of something that we're all really excited about. It's
my favorite campaign.
It's also the first time I'm in the credits of the book, so
congratulations!
Right. But yeah, it's a whole lots of new content, that great art that we're all familiar with from Humblewood. And who doesn't love playing as an anthropomorphic woodland creature?
Oh, my table has had so much fun with this adventure, just because it feels, has that kind of cute animal aesthetic, but the actual adventure has a good depth to it, and politics, and bringing class kind of connections, making class connections between the bird folk and the humble folk in the forest, and there's just a lot of meat that you can build into that game, and so I'm loving you have several new kind of standalone adventures in here. And what else is included in the book?
So in the first adventure, we introduce you to Humblewood, and there's Alderheart, right?
Yeah.
That big city tree. It's kind of like the New York City of Humblewood.
Right.
And if you ever, in the adventure, you go there, you meet the council, and then you leave again. And it's kind of like going to New York City for a day trip. How much did you really get to see in New York City? Very little. So this book really dives into what it's like to live there. Merchants, buildings, NPCs, items, monsters that are all kind of central into Humblewood, but themed around that Alderheart experience, so that you can really dive into what it's like to live in Humblewood. Mm-hmm. And then you mentioned the standalone adventures. So we know that people really want to keep playing in Humblewood, and we want to give you as many opportunities to be able to do that. But oodles of NPCs, monsters, items, class options, just to give you a little bit more of that Humblewood experience.
I would be remiss, and I know you probably can't say much, if I didn't ask about Humblewood 2, and any updates on that front.
We're working on it. We know people are really excited about it. I'm really excited about it. And as soon as we have a solid update, we're going to let everybody know.
All right, I'll take it.
I wish I had more to give you.
No, I appreciate it. What else has been hot at the booth this year?
So you mentioned Fable Makers, right? So the animated tarot has been really huge this year, and then we've been very lucky. The first time we're selling it ever at any show is Griffin Saddlebags Volume 2. So for fans of Griffin's content, he creates magic items every day of the year. And so we worked with him to collate the first year's worth of items into Volume 1, and that's been immensely popular. And he did his Kickstarter for Volume 2, and this is the first show where the public can pick up the book.
Excellent. Are there cards tied to that as well?
There are. We don't have any of the cards here at the show. And we learned our lesson from the first one. Instead of doing 7 individual volumes, it's just available as one year 2 package.
Ooh, excellent.
With a nifty card box, because that's one of the things people want to be able to store this stuff.
Yes.
So I'm very excited to be able to have those when the opportunity arises, but I was really happy that we were able to bring in the Volume 2 book, and we've actually sold out of the regular edition going into day 4 of the show. So, whoops.
I don't mean to alarm you, but there is a mighty Tarrasque lurking right over your shoulder over there. I thought maybe you could tell us a little bit about him.
So one of the things partnerships that we're very happy with, hopefully some people are familiar with, there's a YouTube channel called Fool's Gold where Dingo Doodles animates their D&D campaign. We've been one of their very early sponsors, and very happy that they let us work with them to take their setting and put it into book form. It was a Kickstarter a couple years ago, and the PDF just went live last month to backers and is available for pre-order on our website. But that big old Tarrasque guy is from that campaign. If you watch that first episode, they're like, yeah, I almost destroyed the world with karaoke. That is the main character in how they almost destroyed the world.
And I believe the Tarrasque is available to download as an STL file, correct, right now? But the actual physical model is not currently available if people want to pick it up.
The physical model is not available. It is available for pre-order if you go to foolsgold5e.com. And the STLs are available through the same URL to do an order the STLs. It's been fun to watch. Somebody did a video of all the different printers that they had and all of the different kinds of ways you can print it. So the one we have at the booth is actually only 90% to scale because our 3D printer couldn't print it at 100%.
Good to know, because we are, at the Gallant Goblin, we are waiting for our giant Tarrasque off. We're going to collect all the Tarrasque minis that we've collected over the years once we get the Fool's Gold one, and we're going to see who comes out of the cage fight still standing.
I'm pretty sure it's ours.
Yours was pretty epic over there, I gotta say. Anything else at the booth that's been super exciting for you that we haven't talked about yet? You have so much here.
It's just been a really great show. We had Griffin here signing. We had the Fool's Gold crew here doing a signing. We had Misty, who did the animated tarot, here doing a signing. It's just been really fun to engage with fans. So even if we're selling out a product, please stop. If people want to stop by, say hi. And we just want to share our passion with the game and with all the fans of our products.
Last question for you. What's been your favorite moment of the show so far?
Oh, man. That's a tough one.
It's an opportunity for people who've engaged with a lot of stuff that you've created to kind of come and tell about what happened at their table from your stories and your art. So if there's something that jumps to your mind, I'm vamping here to give you a chance to think.
I know. There are so many great opportunities. But I think with the level of engagement, my niece is a huge fan of Fool's Gold. There's a whole bunch of people that run up. But the kid that was like, I want to get this plushie, and I was like, okay, well, let me go get you this one. And they said, no, this one was handed to me by Dingo. I'm never letting it go. And just that moment that they were that excited and that we got to be a part of that, it just makes me happy.
Just standing here a few minutes ago, a little girl picked up her Riffin the Owl plush, or the Owl Knight plush, and was just, this is my new baby, and his name is Owl Knight. And it's so awesome to see that.
Well, his name is Owl, and he's a knight. So
his name is Owl Knight.
So his name is Owl Knight, yeah. But yeah, moments like that they're that excited about it. That's why we do these shows.
Well, Brian, it's so great to catch up with you. I know everybody's rushing in the last day, but thanks for taking the time to talk to us. And I hope you enjoyed the rest of your final few hours of the con here.
Right, counting down. And then it's the long drive home.
Good luck, be safe, stay out there, and stay hydrated.
Will do, and it was great talking to you, Theo.
Stay tuned to the Gallant Goblin for the latest from Gen Con 2023. Until next time, stay safe, have fun, love each other, and I will see you next time at the Gallant Goblin.